I feel embraced by all of your love and prayer. Thank you. A Founder's Day and an inauguration. Two ritual celebrations in the life cycle of an institution, each looking in a different direction. In perfect synchronicity that brings them together, they remind us of who we are and who we can become. On Founder's Day, we celebrate our history. We reflect on the legacy of Angela Merici and the boldness of Mother Mary of the Annunciation Beaumont in coming to Cleveland from France in 1850 with just 4 companions and never looking back, never returning home, but creating a new home and a new future here in this Western Reserve. We marvel at her audacity in founding Ohio's first chartered college for women, one of the oldest Catholic colleges for women in the country. On Inauguration Day, we honor this legacy by looking to the future. We take stock of our present and we imagine ourselves even better than the years ahead. Just as we share a past, we share a vision of this gathered community, this family, our students, our alumni, our staff, our trustees, our faculty, all our benefactors, and the community where we thrive, our greater Cleveland. These reminders in this ritual are wrapped in gratitude and faith. We celebrate today on a campus with a state-of-the-art Harper Hannafin Center for the Creative and Healing Arts and Sciences, and a Sister Diana Scano Athletic Center that is the envy of the NCAA Great Midwest Athletic Conference. We are thankful for the generosity that raised those bricks and mortar out of a ground plowed by tornado. We are grateful to our trustees, whose dedication supports us on a daily basis. We are grateful to our staff and faculty, whose service transforms us into a dedicated family. We are gratefully inspired by our students, whose fresh wonder and miracles of growth delight us. For a moment, in the first person singular, I am grateful for the Ursuline of my past and of my present. I know that the Ursuline sisters who hold this college in sacred trust daily support me. It is a true honor to have been called home to lead my alma mater, and I have my own sister here with me, and all my family backing me up, including my parents in heaven. So Virginia, Maureen, Jake, and Kelly, Mike, Martha, James, and Nick, the cousins and residents, and special friends, thank you. You've got me ready for today, and I'm going to need you more than ever starting tomorrow. Every one of us lives in gratitude to our own personal heroes and support teams. But as a community, we also find heroes to share. Heroes have shaped our Ursuline past. In Mary Beaumont's line, our foremothers lived for a future they could not themselves foresee. Barely 30 years after our founding, Mother St. Peter Mallon, in 1902, dared to suspend the liberal arts curriculum and turned instead to meet a critical need, training sisters to teach in the Diocese of Cleveland's fast-growing parish grade schools. 20 years later, Mother Mercedes Keegan worked with, yes, the North Central Association, to reinstate the baccalaureate. The photograph of the first graduates under the restored curriculum, the class of 1926, has pride of place in Mullen Hall across from the photos of the Board of Trustees. This was the same year that the college's basketball team won the citywide Class A championship. Arrows, your home season starts tonight and we're counting on you. That same fearless Mother Mercedes also oversaw the move less than a year later to the overlook campus on the top of Cedar Hill. Behind the 2 grand mansions, which would house the classrooms, the the library, offices, and residence hall, lay a horse stable and a coachman's house. These would become the chemistry and biology labs. Chemistry and biology, someday the last will be first. If we don't remember the reversals, leaps of faith, and trials overcome in our 144 years, it's easy to be daunted by what we face in higher education today. We can catalog the erosion of public funding, the burden of student loans, and the inequities of access. Skeptics question the value of the liberal arts, while the uncollege movement ignores the very real wage advantages that graduates win, still in 2014 estimated at $1 million over their lifetime. As a private institution, we face at least friendly competition from our public universities, for-profit universities, and online universities. Collectively, our students, many of them first in their family to attend college, face critical personal issues, home responsibilities, job responsibilities, and sometimes pockets of academic unpreparedness. We know all this. And still we find in our values, voice, and vision the means to challenge our students to transformation at the heart of our mission. What transformation might light Ursuline's future? Ours will be a transformation based on the needs of our students and our prospective students, increasing student enrollment and student success. Under our Catholic identity, we will thrive in what Pope Francis calls a culture of encounter with the world. The results will raise our profile across Northeast Ohio and beyond, expanding community partnerships and enhancing the value of your Ursuline diploma based on the reputation of thousands of graduates before you. On campus, our transformation will invest in the professional development of our faculty and staff, whose work in curricular and co-curricular design, research, and academic support anchors all student learning. Transformation like this is won by an infallible combination of pure faith and hard work. A leader has to be an example of both. A leader at Ursuline has the great good fortune to find a host of people ready to inspire, encourage, and embolden. A president here can be the first among equals, persevering in both wisdom and commitment. Because they persevere, committed leaders often discover the right answers to the problems they tackle. But even more, they discover the right questions. They ask about group identity, goals, strategies, and membership. Who are we? How are we doing? Why are we doing this? Where are we going? A good leader realizes that all participants need to be sharers of knowledge, active creators of group invention. All around us are potential initiators of personal innovation. The community holds wisdom. So in my own version of crowdsourcing, I've been out on campus asking what Ursuline wants in this leader. I've talked to our random student on the street. I've been to the library, the Pillow Atrium, the hallowed halls of Mullen, Dawby, and the soccer field. I've asked board members, alumni, faculty, staff, community leaders. In 4 months, I've barely scratched the surface. What do you want of your new leader? As the superhero Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. job description warned me, you want someone committed to traditional undergraduate education, yet able to grow our adult and graduate programs. You are looking for, quote, firm, decisive leadership, but within, quote, a collaborative consultative. From a position of strong independence, you want to forge new connections. One person supplied a presidential characteristic listed as nouns: honesty, trustworthiness, vision. Another gave me adjectives: inspiring, intelligent, hardworking, compassionate. A UCAP alum suggested that a leader needs to spend time with our students because that is the best way to see our efforts pay off. A staff member reminded me of the value of inclusion on our campus and the hopes we have of a more diverse faculty and staff. Someone, not at all partisan, suggested that I should support her department. And a very valuable one it is. But she almost immediately lapsed into a more encompassing, a very encompassing vision. She said, "There are struggles at Ursuline, like on every campus, but here you will always find people to help you. People will say hello and welcome you. Our students are like that," she observed, "because they watch us." Because they watch us. Because what we do teaches more than what we write on our syllabi or post on Instagram or cheer about in all game. We need to be role models, living symbols worthy of trust. We need to trust each other because we know we'll make mistakes along the way. My favorite new example comes straight from the Vatican, which 2 years ago, on the first anniversary of Pope Francis's election, had to pull thousands of commemorative medals off the market. It seems they had misspelled Jesus' name on them. I don't need to read the entrails of sheep or take the auspices of birds, our resident blue heron, the bluebirds we house, or our ubiquitous Canada geese. I don't need to do that to foretell this future. I will make mistakes. I will try not to frighten you with them. I promise to learn from them. Surely, forgive me, Mary Beaumont must have made her own mistakes and recovered from them. Her mistakes have been erased by the past, small ripples against a faith-filled tide. But keeping faith day after day is no small thing either. We never know when a single moment might call us far beyond our present. Among my narratives of inspiration, I've been an English teacher long enough that everything becomes a narrative to me. I keep a copy of a note supposedly found on the desk of a martyred missionary in Africa. Its attribution is variously reported. It proves impossible to track down, but it seems to have been in circulation at least since the 1940s. Even of unknown origin, it rings with a cadence and a confidence that are undeniable. On days when what they call the grace of office, which all need, seems lacking, I will borrow from its conviction. This anonymous writer proclaims, "I am a part of the fellowship of the unshamed. My past is redeemed, my present makes sense, my future is secure. I am a disciple of Jesus. I must go till he comes, give till I drop, preach till all know, work till he stops me. And when he comes for his own, he will have no problem recognizing me. My banner will be clear." Those of us who know our Ursuline College history know that we carry the banner of our own martyr. Sister Dorothy Kazel, who graduated from Cedar Hill 50 years ago, died in El Salvador 35 years ago next month. She faced down the injustice, poverty, and violence of a civil war in Central America. She left the security of Cleveland for a future she chose without foreseeing its end. Today, we inaugurate our future. We face injustice, poverty, and violence in our communities and our world with every fresh headline. But we believe with our students in arts and sciences, nursing, and graduate professional studies, in every major, every student organization, and every support office, that there is hope for transformation. We lead each other to empowerment. Each of us inserts ourselves into the length of days that we wish for Ursuline in our alma mater. From our oldest alumna to our newest graduate, from our longest-serving faculty member to our latest staff members, Jennifer and the other Jennifer. We are this dynamic, ever-evolving community. I challenge myself and I challenge all of you to fill the halls of Ursuline with our hopes and the bounty of God's gifts. Soli Deo Gloria.